Aries, welcome to your new moon in Scorpio reading. We've got a new moon on November 4th, almost said August, on November 4th at 12 degrees of Scorpio. So we've got both the sun and the moon there that day. And it's making an opposition to Uranus in Taurus at also 12 degrees, so an exact opposition. And what else do I need you to know? So, this new moon has some important energies, Aries, associated with it. What we have is Venus, the planet Venus, is at 29 degrees of Sagittarius, which is a fire sign like you, Aries. And so, whenever we have a planet at 29 degrees, that's considered in astrology to be the critical degree. And so, the attributes of the planet get really, really like amplified, I guess is the right way to say it. And so Venus, of course, we know, is all the things that we love. It's all the things that we value. It has to do with money and our possessions. It has to do with our self-worth, the partners who we attract, right? The way that we value things and people, and the way that we value ourselves. And so all of those kinds of things, even our income is tied to Venus, right? So, and the people that we attract, right, and the way that they value us, are all Venus themes. Even like our hobbies and the things that we like, the things we find beautiful, our furnishings, our clothing, our hair, our style, like all that kind of stuff. So that's all of Venus stuff. And it's like I said, it's in the 29th degree of Sag. So it's a very critical degree. And what it's making is a really, really harmonious sextile, a nice association to the planet Mercury, which is at 28 degrees of Libra. And we know from just having gone through Libra season that that's all about our one-on-one relationships. So the planet Mercury, it's how we think and we communicate, right? So this is going to have like a real thematic thing about our Mercury Venus, our communications, and the way that we think about Venus, about what we value. So yeah, and then with Uranus directly opposing the sun and the moon, there's also another element in here, and it's like all of a sudden we get this burst of clarity. Uranus always like comes in at like unexpected change, okay? It's unexpected. It's sudden. We don't see it coming. It can be like a truth that comes to light, or a person or a situation that like suddenly enters our life out of seemingly nowhere, and it changes the trajectory moving forward drastically. Okay, so it's that kind of an energy. And the last thing I'll say, Aries, is that because Uranus is in the sign of Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus, okay, these are all interrelated. These are all interrelated. So again, just think about all of those Venus themes and, you know, what that means for you as we do the reading. So, without further ado, I want to also say, if you will hang with me to the end of the reading, Aries, what I have is I'm going to be reading some advice out of a brand new oracle that I'm using for this series. It's Lucy Cavendish, her magical spell cards. And so yeah, it has some really great spells that you can sort of cast. They're all like really positive, like it's nothing dark or anything like that. And I'm doing it for each sign, right? So if you are interested in that, please stay to the end and you can check that out. So let's get right into it. All right. So at the bottom of the main deck, we have the High Priestess, right? That's the card of Pisces, all right? That's digging into our intuition. Oftentimes, it can be things that are hidden from us, right? Things that are not necessarily obvious. They're sort of like underneath layers of our consciousness. So, we'll see how that plays out in this reading. But a lot of times that's us connecting in to our own internal guidance, to spirit, to source, to uncover truth and to understand our path forward, to get guidance, right? To know what steps to take in a new direction. So those are all the kinds of things with the High Priestess. And then under the clarifying deck, we have the Two of Cups. Now, normally we would read this as a contractual partnership of some kind. Most of us would be like interested in knowing if we have like a new romantic partner on the way. That would certainly be indicated by the Two of Cups. It can also be self-love. It can definitely, with the High Priestess, be like the love Venus themes, right? This is all Venus themes. The love that we need to acknowledge within ourselves. So like loving ourselves so that we can attract a reciprocal love. So something like that might be a theme. It can also be the love for our possessions, for our job, for our family, for whatever. But these are generally with the Two of Cups, these are contractual, right? So meaning they're in our life, like these Two of Cups relationships are in our life to definitely teach us something. They're not random. They're usually like the divine, the universe, whatever you want to call it, has a purpose for these things to be in our life. So keeping that all in mind, let's get into the reading and see what we have here. Okay, whew. The Five of Pentacles into the Six of Cups, into the Ten of Swords, into Death, into the Hermit. Oof. Okay. Let's see what kind of a positive spin we can put on this, Aries. So Five of Pentacles, right? I tend to associate, like, okay, so what are the keywords? Five of Pentacles, it's like being left out in the cold, not having enough, anytime that we feel lack in our lives. Like you see the three crows up in the tree and they have like all the pentacles, and then there's these poor little two crows on the ground who like are pecking away at like crumbs, like they don't have enough. It's lack, right? Now the interesting thing is, I don't know why they don't just look upwards and like fly up to the tree where the pentacles are, but for some reason they don't see it. So that makes sense actually with this High Priestess. It's like the High Priestess is like wanting to shed some light on you. There's like a cup of emotional well-being, but it's like being hidden underneath the moon. Well, there's all kinds of abundance up in the tree, but the two little crows just aren't thinking about looking up, right? So it's about changing our mindset, usually, is usually how I see this. It's like abundance is available to us, but we have to do something different. So, okay, so this Five of Pentacles is being clarified by the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Okay, yeah, so, I mean, this is really just having the persistence to continue on. We've definitely come to the end of something, and it's painful, definitely. With lack, usually it is a painful process because there's like some kind of learning involved here. Ten of Swords is like really coming to the end of this painful like conflict of some kind. Like it's definitely mental energy. So I mean, it can be, you know, all kinds of things, but it can be like fighting. So like our interpersonal relationships, I mean, it could be at work, it could be with our family, our spouse, our partner, our kids, whatever. I also usually tend to associate the Ten of Swords with like some kind of a betrayal, but like it's over. It's done and over with now. But it stems out of this place of lack, right? And so there's something about like understanding or coming to the realization that like it's over because there's something that we can actually choose to do differently. So it's kind of like a do-over, I kind of feel like with this. And Nine of Wands is, look, we're using all of our life experience and our persistence, our will, right, to continue on, to trudge up those stairs under the light of the moon. So it's shadowy, right? This is not sunny energy. It's difficult energy, no doubt about it, but it is an overcoming energy nonetheless, right? And there is something about there being a brand new opportunity to overcome this lack, whatever it represents for you. All right, Aries, let's keep going. So we've got the Six of Cups. So, oh no, I'm sorry. That's not a 6 at all. That is a 7. All right. Oof. Oh boy. So yeah, 7 of Cups. I mean, there's definitely illusion. There's definitely confusion. Not really sure which option to take, which not really having, not really knowing which cup to take. Like there's options. There are options. So let's take a look. Underneath here, it is clarified by the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Okay, well, that makes me feel better. So Aries, it looks like whatever your options are, you do have with this new moon. Okay, there is actually some honesty and some clarity coming in. So it looks like you're going to be receiving with this Uranus opposite the sun moon. It is going to be like a strike of lightning. Sudden truth is coming to you. This is going to help you. This is positive. It's going to allow you to move forward very quickly. You're going to be able to take these, here's that 10 of Swords again. You've got it twice, right? You're going to be able to move out of this 10 of Swords, this total death of a situation, right? Whatever the truth is, it allows you to start to come into this 9 of Pentacles and into the Son of Cups. It brings you back into a balanced state so that you can choose how to move forward, right? This is a message of love, right? And I don't necessarily know if it's in the form of a person, though it could be. But what it really does is kind of bring you and elevate you up into this 9 of Pentacles, where, you started out, feeling like, like you really had gotten the shaft here and really disillusioned and really unsure and all that stuff. And I think that with this new moon, you get some kind of a revelation that makes you feel like you are on the path again, towards, this new opportunity, towards emotional fulfillment, towards, a trajectory towards abundance again, where you feel very secure. You see how the 4 feathers are sort of padding these 9 pentacles, right? So this kind of gives you like a stability, okay? This kind of gives you a mentality of recovery, a forward path where everything is going to be okay. And yeah, so it is, there's just a period here where you're going through a death and a transformation. There's definitely a need to leave all this behind. Like, I would see this as a relief, though, to be honest with you, because you don't want to stay here. So I kind of feel like, and again, this is like very quick moving. So it feels like Uranus is going to really show up for you in a positive way and allow you to get some mental clarity. I love the Four of Swords in this because though it is definitely normally in every other deck, like the rest and rejuvenation, I love in this deck that it gives us the sun right in the lamb's third eye. So this is like real illumination for you. Again, this is like a real path forward, clarified by the Four of Cups and the Nine of Cups. A gift. There's a gift here. If you'll choose to take it, this is the universe bringing something that was really shitty to an end. I'm going to be honest. Like, Aries, at this point, I would say this is a relief that this thing's coming to an end. It's a relief that this is being illuminated for you. Because now you start to transition and start to see this light at the end of the tunnel. There is a divine gift coming in. And again, I don't know if this is an actual person that comes in to offer you some relief. But it very well may. The Son of Cups next to the Four of Cups and the Nine of Cups, this very well may be pointing you to your wish fulfillment. This may be you really gaining clarity on what it is, on like who it is that you want in your life, who it is that you want to let go. And with this opportunity, it could even be a job because we do see financial abundance and we do see also independence. So the opportunity could also be that you're being allowed to walk away from something really crappy. I mean, this could be a person, this could be an employer, this could be any kind of situation, but this gives you the ability to use this Ace of Swords to swiftly cut out anything that is impeding your growth and that is not being justified, I would say. There's a sense of justice here. Okay. This is the universe coming in and sort of righting a wrong for you, that they're providing you a way to move forward, a way to get out of something that has brought you an awful lot of pain. It's very painful, Aries. So I'm not sure who this reading is resonating for, but if you are in the throes of something that's very unbalanced, a relationship of any kind where you are being taken advantage of, where you're being like left for dead, right? And on your own at this point, and like now you have to pull yourself out. The universe is coming in to provide you, okay, with a real opportunity to get you back on the path. Okay, so this is gonna leave you after death in a place where you're gonna need to hermit. Okay, you're gonna need to rest for sure, to heal. Right, and that's indicated with the Four of Swords. You're gonna have to draw on a lot of strength, inner strength for sure. But you don't have to worry because, like I said, this is kind of like a divine intervention. You're going to walk away ultimately, Eight of Cups, from a person, place, or situation that has left you no option, right? You're going to call on all of your inner reserves and straighten your crown, right? And the universe is going to come and your spiritual team is going to come alongside you and they are going to help you make this decision, right? This is a do-over. This is a death and a rebirth. This is an opportunity to bring you something better, something new, an opportunity to heal, an opportunity to move on, and an opportunity to really sit and think about what it is that you want in life, because this isn't it. This isn't it. And it's done and over. And here's the thing, I feel like the universe is removing it from your life, like on your behalf. In other words, there are a sequence of events that occur that you have no control over, Aries. And this is done for your protection, is how I'm feeling about this. This is done for your protection. Okay. So, not an easy energy. Not even gonna try to sugarcoat it. This is a toughie. But I think that in the long run, you're going to be in a much higher elevated place if you can just maintain and hold on. Hold on, Aries. Okay, let's take a look at the advice. We got the energy is gaining momentum. Yep. It's a waxing moon. Okay, so let me think. As we approach, so we'll have the full moon, and that will be on the 18th of November. Yep. Then we'll get into Aries season, and then we'll be into a waning moon. So we're going to be into December. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a process. All right. This is about you clinging on. So this whole transit right now, this is going to bring you into December, Aries. Okay, so if you are resonating with the scenario and you're in a really tough spot, know that it is possible for you to actually get yourself fully out of this over the course of the next 30 days. Okay. We do have highlighted second house owning. So I feel like for some of you, this is going to be about you taking stock of your possessions. It may even be about you moving house, because right next to that we have Jelly, which is the fourth house in astrology. So this may be you actually physically moving house. The energy is gaining momentum. Let's keep this on the back burner. Know that as far as timing is concerned, you're looking at another month or so. Retrograde review. Okay, so yes, there's going to be a bit of a review period, especially with the Hermit next to Death. It's going to take some planning. It's going to take a review. You're going to need to take stock of what you have, of where you want to be, and of keeping your eye open for the universe to point you in the right direction. But I do see that this is going to be coming, okay? And lastly, there's this confidence card, and this is the spell that I'm going to read for you. This may actually help you guys. Let's see what we have here. Confidence. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. I think that's really important in this thing because, when we kind of have like these death moments, and a double 10 of swords, a lot of times really all that needs to happen is that we just need to keep our mental processes as positive as we can and to maintain our confidence in this. And so let me see what card 32 has for us. Again, it's confidence. And let me see, victory 32. There we go. All right, let's read this and see what we have here. It says, confidence, that glorious feeling of being able to walk forward and understand that you are a powerful, unique individual with the full support of the universe. Yet, be one who walks gently upon the earth and goes gently amidst the other beings with whom you share the planet. Confidence is such a blessing when it's backed up with integrity and kindness. We all deserve to feel confidence in ourselves, to feel we have a right to be here, to be seen, to be heard, and to be respected just as we are. When you cast this spell, you will feel love, support, and magic all around you. You'll stand strong and firm upon the earth and within your life. You'll be seen, heard, known, and respected. If the spell has chosen you, the universe is asking you to believe in yourself just as it believes in you and your worth. Cast this spell to know and believe your strengths and begin to cherish that which makes you different. Confidence is all about enjoying the undeniable fact that you're not like anyone else in some very important ways, and your contribution is important to the evolution of the planet. Understanding and knowing you have a purpose and you are needed will help you bloom and do and be more than ever before. If you have chosen this spell, you may worry far too much about how others see you. Consequently, you may judge yourself harshly or compare yourself unfavorably with unfounded, idealistic, or unrealistic expectations. Please cast this spell and be awakened to the unique magic of your own sacred self. The universe knows you are wonderful, valuable, and needed. This spell is an invitation to believe it for yourself. Now I'm going to read and I'm going to show this to you so that if you want to take a screenshot of this, you can. You will need several sprigs of semi-dried fresh rosemary, oregano, and lavender, as well as some red thread and a fireproof dish. Go to your sacred space and place your herbs upon the altar. See a beautiful circle of golden light moving, shimmering, and flowing all about you. Chant 3 times. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. By the power of 3 by 3, as I do will, so mote it be. Gently bind your clearing herbs together with the thread, tying them firmly to the bottom to create a smudge stick. If your smudge stick is dry enough, light it and gently smudge yourself, moving the smoking bundle around above and below you to clear and raise your energy. Move about your home and or where you work in a sunwise direction. Be sure to use the fireproof bowl to catch any stray bits of ash and to put out your smudge stick safely. When you've completed cleansing your energy and that of your home, see the golden circle of the light shimmer and be reabsorbed back into the universe. Sunwise is the direction of the sun, clockwise in the northern hemisphere, anti-clockwise in the southern hemisphere. Okay, Aries, I hope this reading helped somebody or inspired you in some kind of way. If you did like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Come back again and see me next week as we continue to unfold our November 2021 saga. Be well.